Hey everybody, I am here because I wanted to discuss a book I found back in 2009 when I decided to get really serious about, not 2009, 2019, when I decided to get really serious about what CRPS is and how can it affect me and what can I do so it doesn't affect me as badly. And I joined a group. That's the one thing I love about Facebook communities. There are so many amazing groups out there, and one of them was a CRPS group that was all about the positivity and using words like bananas instead of pain, and discussing ways to stay mobile and just loving yourself regardless. And it's because of her group, and I wish I'll have to look up and put it in the description below, but it was an amazing group. And one of the resources she recommended for people with CRPS is this book right here. And it's Why Are My Nerves So Sensitive? And I don't know if you can see it, but it's by Adriaan Louw, I'm guessing, and Colleen Louw and Kory Zimney. I'm guessing that's how you say that, those names and last names. It's not my easiest of the languages, but in here, basically helps you just understand what it is, and how to describe it to people, because let's face it, you can't really see CRPS unless you are swollen and discolored and just going through all the nasty other side effects of CRPS, but other days it looks perfectly normal. So even then, it doesn't really explain what it is. So inside this book, it has a really great description, and this is how I explain it to people now, and they're like, oh, what's CRPS? And it tells you to think about your body as a house with a very high class security system, right? And it's not supposed to go off unless, of course, somebody tries to break in or something major happens. And that is your nervous system responding to pain, something broken, something, major happening inside your body. Well, with CRPS, our alarm system is kind of faulty. So it will go off even if a leaf brushes against our house. So it then sends the police and the fire department and everybody who doesn't need to come because of this faulty alarm system in our brains. So I loved that description, and I just wanted to share it here with you guys because sometimes explaining it to people is one of the hardest things I think I had to go through, because it was this idea of, oh, it must just all be in your head, doctors don't understand it, blah blah blah. And I was actually very truly grateful when I was finally diagnosed, because it was a huge relief to know that it wasn't all in my head, even though technically, if you read this book, you learn how much of it your brain controls. And just by changing and reframing some of those thoughts and things, you can make a huge, huge difference in the way you react to those pain signals. And one of the things I love in here, it gives you exercises. And it's some of those things you've probably heard about before, but it talks about ways to reset the way you think about pain. And basically, um, your pain becomes worse when you are stressed out, and pain itself causes stress. So one of the things we need to learn to do is relax, which is super hard to do when you're chronically and constantly in pain. So my favorite exercise in here, and it's going to sound super weird, but it's this idea of imagining your pain. So whatever section of your body is experiencing this pain, imagine it whatever color is your favorite color. Or maybe it's a color you hate. It doesn't really matter. Just imagine it a certain color. I picture red. So it's this huge red because it's on my leg. And you close your eyes and you just picture that body part all red or whatever color you want it to be. And you can go ahead and do this exercise with me if you'd like. And you're just going to picture it just completely colored in. Maybe it's just your ankles or your feet. Maybe it's your wrist or your arms. You're going to completely color it in. And once it's completely red, then I want you to start molding it. I want you to picture yourself taking the color and just kind of washing it away. And as it's washing away, or you're kind of forming it, I like forming it better, I like Play Doh. You're forming it into a ball, the paint is coming with it. So the color is your paint, and you're just kind of moving it. And you're making it smaller, you're molding it smaller, or you're washing it away. Just slowly, and just continue picturing that color just getting smaller and smaller and smaller until either you have formed a small ball, if you like the idea of molding and forming, or your washcloth or whatever you use to wipe away the paint is completely soaked in that paint, or you created a ball of some sort. And what you're going to do next is just toss it away. So if you have a ball, you're just going to throw it away. If you have a dirty washcloth or a rag full of paint or paint, you're just going to throw it away. And that actually, if you do it a lot and you practice it enough, just kind of helps your brain just kind of relax a little bit. And it allows you to let go of it. And I know it sounds crazy, but I promise you, if you keep doing it, it eventually works. And another one in here that's really fun to do. Oh, sorry. It's raining, so my CRPS is very, very annoyed today. Is what they call, and I just want to make a disclaimer here that I am not a doctor, and I am in no way a physician or any kind of person of authority to tell you to do these things and to make you do these things. So if you have any questions about what I'm talking about, please feel free to ask your doctor. I don't know exactly what that kind of meditation is, but I know it helps. And another one in here is to help your brain desensitize. And I know you've probably heard of this before, and you're like, yeah, that never works. But it's super fun. One way to think about it, hold on, let me find it. I don't want to mess this up. One way to think about it is to tell yourself some mantras. For instance, there is pain, but I am safe. Another one of my favorite ones is I am sore, but I am strong. I am in pain, but I am in no danger, because our brains like to tell us that when we're in pain, we're in danger. And in this section, it's called Understanding Your Lion, Stress and Pain. And basically, when you're in pain, your body tells you that you're under attack from something. So when you can convince your brain that you're okay, it kind of helps calm it down and attack that lion in a different sense. So when you tell your brain, okay, I am in pain, but I am in no danger. I am in pain, or I am sore, but I am safe. I am sore, but I am strong. And I like that because I am stronger than my pain. And it just, I don't know, it just pumps me up in a different kind of way. And just come up with your own mantra in a way that tells your brain that, yes, there is pain, but we're not in danger. And just kind of keep taking a deep breath in, taking a deep breath out. Just tell yourself, I am sore, but I am safe. I am hurting, but I am not in harm. And when you tell yourself that, you're shifting your perspectives and you're reframing your mind. And I'm telling you, this sounds wacky, and I thought so too, but it is amazing how much your brain can control so much of your what your body goes through. And just by simply doing those small little exercises has completely changed my life. Yes, I still experience pain, but now it's in a way that's like I am in charge, right? It's like I am no longer controlled by my CPRS. If I'm in pain and I still want to go do something, I find a way to do it because I am stronger than my pain. And that difference right there has just, oh my gosh, I'm nuts. Like, I used to be in a deep, deep depression, and this has helped me so freaking much. So, I highly recommend this book. I will put it in the description below. I will try to find a link so you can purchase it yourself. It was on Amazon, and it's worth every penny. I can't remember how much it was, but I'm telling you, worth every penny. It's a great read. Read it several times if you have to. But these people knew what they were talking about. So, anyways, I just wanted to get on here and let you guys know about that book. And I will try to find that group. But go on Facebook, look up CRPS support groups, and just don't go into groups that just constantly vent and complain. Try to find positivity ones, because I'm telling you, when you flip that script and tell yourself that you are more than just CRPS and you're living beyond that, your life begins again. I promise. You guys have a wonderful day.